Disclaimer: this video contains clips and scenes from other properties. I do not own these clips. This is simply just to help out with the video better. With this in mind, Copyright Act 1976. I do not own these things and all clips and scenes belong to the rightful and respectful owners. Thank you, and please enjoy the video.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
What's up, people of YouTube? It's the F-Man Critic back, and well, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is still a big hit and still number one on the number one best DreamWorks movie to recently come out. So I figured I'm gonna review this. So watch me if you dare. Anyway, Puss in Boots and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, a Shrek character that for some reason is more popular than Donkey. I mean, if he isn't, then why did he get his own separate movie and his own Netflix original series? He's and what are these two movies about? Oh, well, let's find out together, shall we? I need to get the picture first. Puss in Boots, aka the Stabby Tabby, the Legend Whisperer. Point is, his first movie is about how he has to pay this debt to his old hometown that he used to grow up as. The cutest little thing, a kitten. Seriously, the flashback where he's shown as a kitten is just really so cute.
Go on. You are the cutest thing.
Seriously, that is my same reaction every time I watch that scene every time. The reason he owes this debt is because as his friend and his brother, Humpty Alexander Dumpty, apparently when they were growing up, they were trying to look for some magic beans to get gold, so they can get golden eggs. But you see, because the whole thing never happened, he was kind of a juvenile delinquent, and he got Puss involved in one of his crimes, and then because of that, Puss got into some serious trouble. Been on run ever since. But then one day, when he realized that the magic beans are real, well, there's a chance to not only pay back his hometown, but all I'm saying is he meets up with his old brother once again, and he starts off, "I don't trust you." But he's all like, look, Puss, can we just be friends? And we'll get back to that in a minute. And he meets up with this lady kitty named Kitty Softpaws. Apparently, she has no claws. Apparently, she had a nice family that took her in, gave her fresh milk. But for some reason, they declawed her. Wow, Jesus. I guess they're not really that much nice since they took away her claws. And they managed to get the golden goose, which is just so cute. Look at her. She's just a cute little chick. She's just so cute. But apparently her mother is after her, because after when they take it, Puss gets betrayed by Humpty. Apparently the whole thing was just a setup that the whole town was in on. And, I'm just going to say it. The town is very, like judgmental. Well, mostly the guard that tries hunting down Puss. In the beginning, he's basically mean to Humpty and Puss for, being thieves. He's when their mother was like, you're good deep down and all that. And then when Puss does something right, he's all like, "Hey, you did good today, kitty." He's actually proud of him. But when Puss is involved with a crime he did not know, and then when he accidentally scratches him, he's constantly just gunning him down. Even though he didn't know he was in a crime, you gotta hear him out first. Anyway, obviously Puss gets betrayed, even by Kitty. Even at the beginning of the movie, they had this whole rival thing. I mean, clearly the whole thing where they're clearly the female and male group where they fight each other, but then they fall in love at the end of the movie. We'll get back to that in a minute. But you see, betraying Puss and getting the golden goose for her golden eggs wasn't just us that. It was also destroyed the town. Puss obviously escapes with the help of Kitty. And then Puss confronts Humpty, and then, he's all like, I'm a bad egg, Puss. And he's like, no, you're not. And so they do find a way to return the golden goose to its mother. And after when Humpty sacrifices himself so the golden goose can live. I mean, listen, I like redemption arcs. I really, really do love redemption arcs. But Humpty, he was like, at the end of the movie, it was revealed he was a good egg the whole time. But still, he was like mischievous. He was a thief. He was trying to betray his cat brother. All I'm saying is, yeah, he's a good egg at the end, but it's like, really? Does it really make up for all the stuff that he did? Like, tricking his brother and again and constantly, like, stealing the town out and just basically kind of being a dick. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of redemption arcs, but Humpty, he was kind of a dick. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. Humpty sacrifices himself. Someone says Puss might have 10 lives. Bullcrap. And after and even at the end, Kitty and Puss even make out at the end. And so that was Puss in Boots. And honestly, it holds up. For an hour-and-a-half movie based on one of Shrek's popular characters, Puss in Boots, it's a really good movie. I watched it a lot growing up, It was a movie I have nostalgic connections for, Oh, and even when it had its new Netflix series, The Adventures of Puss in Boots, it was still fun. Even if they did replace Kitty Softpaws with a different female cat, which makes me really, all nervous about the shipping and, which is better, the cat that he was with in this show or the cat that's in the movies, which is better, or which would he be better in? And apparently, after a 12-year time gap, they finally made a sequel, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Now, I gotta be honest, you guys, when I heard that there was gonna be a Puss in Boots 2, I was hyped. When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay. And then, all the stuff just happened. It came out. But when I saw the animation, I'm sorry, guys. I know everyone keeps saying the animation is spectacular and all that, and it's amazing. But here's the thing. I am extremely mixed on the animation. It's awesome. I saw what they were going with. They were trying to make the Shrek world, more like a fantasy world, And I get that. I understand what they were doing. But here's the thing. Not only did they change the animation to look more like a fairy tale, I'm okay. I like that idea. But they changed Puss and Kitty. It's kind of weird. Puss has a giant-ass hat now when he had a little hat in the first movie. And just general, they even changed some of his flashbacks to match with the animation for some reason. And this, don't even get me started on this, guys. This is adorable, but the stuff that they do in the sequel, well, let this explain.
Wait, what's going on with his eyes? Oh, they're getting bigger.
I can't tell if you're adorable or creepy.
Oh, so cute!
Probably gonna go with creepy.
Yeah, downright creepy. Don't get me wrong, I like the animation. I saw what they were going with. I really do believe that a lot of elbow grease went in the animation, and I do love it. But it's probably my nostalgia talking, but I kind of prefer the old animation from the first movie. It's probably just my nostalgia talking, guys. I don't know. Probably because I've been too attached to the first one. And, Look, the animation is great, and I do like it, and they do look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Puss and Kitty do look look kind of cool, and Pedro, the dog that they're with, is kind of neat. But I'm just saying, it's probably on my nostalgia talking, guys, but I really do prefer the first movie's animation. I mean, I can't see what they were going with, though. I'll give them that. Anyway, what happens in the sequel? Well, Puss, even though someone said he has 10 lives, which is complete bull crap, he has wasted all of his lives. What the hell? Wasted all of his lives, getting drunk off milk, taking steroids, getting shot out of a cannon, and eating something that he knew he was allergic to, getting burned, which was just mostly just to show a Shrek reference to the gingerbread man, and getting crushed by a giant bell. Hell, even in the original trailer, apparently he got crushed by a sumo wrestler. Maybe he did have 10 lives after all. Oh, either way, he wasted them all and he's down to his last life. He was offered to retire, but he's all like, I'm Puss in Boots. Boots loved by one and all. Me, retire. Ridiculous. And then we get introduced to, my opinion, the best goddamn character in this whole movie.
Well. If it isn't Puss in Boots himself.
I mean, I know we find out he's deaf, and that's honestly a really cool twist. Like, when he found out he was deaf, I was just... And I don't know what about him I like. Is it his voice? Is it the way how he looks? He's just so cool. Honestly, every villain in this movie, he took the show for me. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, they were hilarious. Deaf, he was absolutely awesome. Jack Horner, who? I only saw him in that Adventure Time episode where Jake and Finn were kept putting their thumbs in random places and keep saying what a good boy I am. Apparently he's the same dude who voices Andrew Globerman from Big Mouth. All I'm saying is, these villains in these movies are awesome. I mean, you thought death was going to be the big focus of the movie, but no. It's actually more about Jack Horner. And I don't know what is with these movies and Jack. In the first movie, there was a guy named Jack. Well, technically he had a different name, but people called him Jack. And now there's a Jack in this movie. Let me guess, when the third Puss in Boots movie, we're going to get introduced to another Jack. Hell, there was a Jack in the first movie, Jack and Jill. Again, there must be like some weird connection. Do the movie creators hate the name Jack, so that's why they give them like villain roles or something? All I'm saying is Jack Horner, he's just unbelievable in this movie. His plan is to be the master of all things magic, and he's just absolutely hilarious, you know? He's just an asshole, but in a funny way. And he's all like, I'm not misunderstood, I'm just an asshole. Oh, I mean, the closest thing we have to him having a sad, mopey backstory was that he was outstaged by Pinocchio or something. He's just unbelievable, this guy. And Goldilocks and the Three Bears, they are brilliant. I mean, I don't know why they're British, but I don't know what it's about it I like. I don't know why they're British, but I like it. They are just absolutely a blast. Okay, they are just absolutely a blast. And Death, well, I already talked about him. He's awesome. All I'm saying is they all want their own thing. And Goldie wants to use the wish so she can get a proper family, so that way everything can be just right. When at the end of the movie, she realizes her real family is the bears. As whether she's a bear or not, she is their family. Unless her wish was to make them human or make herself a bear. I mean, I'm just saying, if she wanted to have a real family, why couldn't she just use the wish to turn herself into a bear or turn her bear family to human? Like, generally, could have just went with that instead of abandoning them. And Death, well, he's not really a villain. I mean, yes, he pursues Puss out with that kick-ass whistle, but he's more like just a metaphor, like for Puss to appreciate his last life, honestly. Yeah, the guy is pretty cool. And all I'm saying is these movies were awesome. Now, I'm going to get something that does bother me a little bit. In the second movie, Kitty and Puss kind of don't really like each other. They're pulling a Ghostbusters 2 the main character and the female character, where they liked each other in the first movie, but suddenly they broke up. Apparently in the sequel, they were planning to get married, but Puss left her at the altar. Okay, I'll understand, because he got scared. Okay, I'll understand that's why Kitty isn't really a fan of Puss right now, but here's the thing. She didn't show up either. Like, throughout the entire movie, she's always giving Puss a side eye and always being like, oh, I don't trust you and stuff. And he's just and you know, when don't act all innocent too, Kitty. I mean, you didn't show up to the wedding too, so don't act all innocent there, Missy. So I'm just saying, I feel like Puss should have just as trust issues as you. I mean, her wish is to get a person that she can trust and rely on. I mean, she has a bit of a rough life. I mean, throughout her life, she's always been double-crossed, declawed, and just betrayed. So I can understand her hatred. But seriously, you left Puss at the altar first. So really, Puss should have just as trust issues as you. And the dog character, Pedro, honestly, he's just a blast. He's just absolutely adorable, and I just freaking like this guy. His backstory is actually really, really crazy. Like, really crazy. I'll just let it explain to you.
Me in a packing crate, a dumpster. No matter how hard they try, I'd always find them. So one day, they get creative, and they put me in a sock with a rock in it, and then throw me in a river.
Holy shit.
I gnawed a hole in the sock, and I swam to the surface.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, oh, I'm happy, even though, oh, the family I was with was trying to kill me. I'm happy regardless. And he wants to become a therapy dog? Look, I'm surprised he doesn't have any, like, weird-ass mental issues. Like he doesn't grow up to be, like, a psycho because of the family that had to get rid of him. You know? And I just want to say this. If animals can talk in this world, well, then why couldn't Pedro just say something about it or something like that? If animals can understand humans in this world, and Pedro is an intelligent dog, well, kind of intelligent, and then why doesn't he just, why couldn't the family, confront him, or why couldn't he say something? I don't know, it's just really strange his backstory is. Plus he has, a scar on his belly. When he shows off his belly, he's got, this scar on him. What happened to that? What happened to that? Did those pranksters I was with take his appendix out or something as a joke? Okay, either way, it was just freaking weird. But regardless of the animation and just reusing the same thing from the first movie, Puss and Kitty not liking each other only just to get back together in the beginning. Although I will admit, the way how they do in the sequel is actually a lot more better. In the first movie, she's just there. She's just there, and then, Puss just immediately falls in love with her because he's a womanizer and stuff. But in this movie, it takes, time and effort put into their relationship and stuff. It's actually kind of sweet how they did this. So, regardless of my nostalgic being for the first animation and, Kitty and Puss not liking each other only just to like each other again was kind of weird. Other than that, though, I really did like this movie. This movie actually was the well-awaited sequel, or that this movie definitely needed. Is the animation different, and I desperately am still attached to the first? Yeah. Does some of the continuity a bit strange? Yeah. But I do like this second movie. I really do. I really thought it was great. I really thought the work, the animations, the storytelling, the characters, I really thought they had a lot of elbow grease put into this movie. And I felt like the cast of the characters were really having a blast playing these characters, I really believe that. I can really tell. And the ending of this movie was just kind of hilarious. It's basically just Shrek 5 bait. Since it's been announced that there's going to be a Shrek 5, of course they're going to throw in a Shrek 5, Oh, and then make that a reference. All I'm saying is, Puss in Boots earns a 10 out of 10. Puss in Boots' Last Wish, 10 out of 10. Hell, I don't even think this is a sequel. I feel like it's more not a remastered or a reboot. I just feel like it's just a random movie they made just like the first one. All I'm saying is, these movies really are awesome and really cool. Well, show it to your kids, show it to your family, show it to people that you love, people you hate. All I'm saying is these movies are awesome, and I'm hoping to God they actually make a Puss in Boots free. You know, screw Shrek 5. I want a Puss in Boots free. Anyway, today's shout out goes to let me get it. This review shout out goes to Clips, and Movie Clips. You guessed the title. It mostly just shows clips of anything from movies to TV shows. It's actually really fun on YouTube channel. Go check it out. This is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification, and fear me if you dare. Bye!